A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to
to
the
rain
on the roof. Go
tippy
tippy
pitty pat.
The
syncing up of the audio.
Hello and welcome back to Moving Up Podcast with your hosts, me, Adam Barlow.
And me, Alfie Walker.
Plus
a little one.
a little one.
Hello, I am Lenny Walker.
There we go, we have Lenny on the show.
Finally.
It's only taken 41 episodes, I think, but we're finally here.
Yay.
And we have Lenny on the show. To start, Lenny, straight off the bat, what is your top 4 on Letterboxd?
Right, so my top 4 are Jurassic Park, Jojo Rabbit, Treasure Planet, and Muppets Most Wanted.
Okay. Respectable.
Pretty good 4. Yeah, that's a pretty good 4 there.
Nice. Well, this week, it's a good one. It is a cracker. There's 3 of us, and we're going to be talking about 3 excellent films. Of course, it's about time to talk Paddington. We've spoken about Paddington before on the podcast, but oh my god. We've seen Paddington in Peru, all 3 of us, and I think it's safe to say we're pretty big fans of it, right?
We're pretty big fans, right?
Sure are.
Yeah. We were not let down. We were worried, weren't we, that it was gonna suck, I won't lie. Change of director, change of mum.
Aunt Lucy's on a quest.
Yeah, Aunt Lucy's on a quest. My arse.
Whenever I see the trailer, I always would smirk to myself when it started, because I just think, Aunt Lucy's on a quest, yeah, my arse. Pull the other one. I've got a game as well. I've got a game coming up.
Oh my god.
Wowie zowie.
You never know. Michael Caine even might come by and have a chat as well. We'll see how long this runtime is, won't we?
We'll see how good the traffic is. Should we just let's talk a bit of film first. I know we've said your top 4 on Letterboxd, Lenny, but what are you watching at the moment other than Paddington and Peru? Have you seen anything good?
Have I seen anything new? I'm trying to think. I don't think I've seen anything recently other than Paddington last night. No, what are you watching at the minute, Lenny?
Yeah, nothing interesting really.
Wow, this is a good podcast.
Yeah.
I've also not seen anything that great. Just Paddington and Peru, really. Yeah, it's been a quiet week. I forgot to say, I had an absolute mare last night, as you know, Alf. I was booked in to see Conclave like 3 weeks early from its UK release, and lo and behold, I mean, everything went wrong. I decided to get dropped off after a driving lesson to the sorry, I've just got my Mackies delivered at the door.
That was quick, bloody hell.
What's it, your milk and pineapple
I'll have that
sticks?
cold. That's fine. Out of McFlurries. That sums up Britain, doesn't it? Let me start again. So, Alfie, as you know, I had an absolute mare last night. I was booked in to see Conclave about 3 weeks early from its UK release date, and I was very excited. I decided, right, I'll get my driving instructor to drop me off at the beach to... It was a bit dicey with timings because it started at 7:50 and my lesson ended at 8. But I was also...
Already pushing it, mate.
I should have known better. I was already dying for the toilet as well, so we had to stop in a Lidl's car park. So that
what? And just go for a piss in the car park?
Yeah. I thought about running into the staff to the customer toilets, but no, I thought I'd pick a good trolley. Yeah. Long story short, I rocked up at Bournemouth Town Centre at about 8:25. And I was like, if I go in now, I've missed the first 10 minutes, and I want to give it a proper review rather than half-arse it. So Conclave will have to wait, I'm afraid.
What a shame. Aww. What a shame. Apparently it's amazing as well, isn't it? And I think, don't we have an email from Josh Brooker, actually, about Conclave, I think?
Yes, yeah. Stay tuned for that at the end of the day. end of the day, end of the podcast. In fact, he might have steered clear of Conclave. It might be about Heretic, actually.
Okay.
He didn't want to rub salt in the wound, so he's just alluded to the fact that it's an incredible film and left it at that, which I don't know what I prefer. But anyway, should we get into the main event of this week? Let's talk some Paddington.
Yeah, it's marmalade time. That famous catchphrase from Paddington.
It's marmalade time. And then
it's marmalade time.
Then he grabs his marmalade sandwich and he marmalades all over the place.
Like he did on the London Bridge.
Yeah. Off the bat, I think all three of us here are big fans of the Paddington trilogy. And we are obviously going to do a main review on Paddington 3. But to start, I think we're going to have a little chat just about Paddington in general. We're going to just talk about the other two films, what our opinions are, that kind of thing. So go on, Adam, take it away.
Sure. So I grew up reading the books with my dad. It's always been a very nostalgic character for me. And I remember being super excited when they were doing a film of Paddington. But even at a young age, I kind of knew that those films like The Smurfs and like... Yogi Bear, I think, was a few years prior. Those films where you have animated characters come into a live action world is always a bit hit and miss, right? But yeah, 2014, I would just started year 7, and I went along with my mum and my brothers to see Paddington, and we all absolutely loved it. It's so sweet. My mum's a big fan of Nicole Kidman, so she really enjoyed the villain in that one, and it's really funny. I caught it again in the cinema actually last month, and it holds up like so well. It's CGI still looks fantastic, and it's really funny. The second one I've only seen once. I didn't see it in the cinema, but as a huge fan of Hugh Grant, I'm also a big fan of that one. And then Paddington in Peru now. But what do you guys think of the first two films?
I think that it's crazy that you've only seen the second one once. I mean, me and Alfie have seen it way too many times.
Yeah, we've seen Paddington 2. I reckon we've probably watched it about 10 times, maybe more. We are big fans of Paddington 2, but we're a big fan of number 1 as well, aren't we? Like, they're just a solid 2 films, aren't they? Like, just so like you wholesome. Said, yeah, wholesome. The CGI is good. Like, he's cartoony enough that he's still cute, but he's not sort of like really realistic. I think they're great 2 films, and yeah, you're spot on there. Hugh Grant in the second one is absolutely excellent. So
yeah, I think it's one of the best casting decisions of all time. Like, it's so on the money, and he takes that film to another level.
Spot on, it really is. And the musical number has become memed forever, and yeah, it's just excellent. I think the whole films, they're just so cute. We haven't got really any connection like you, though, in the way that you read it as a kid. I don't think we even saw them at the cinema, did we?
Can't remember. I think we might have seen number 1.
Yeah, I think maybe we saw number 1 at the cinema, but
would have been very young.
Yeah, you would have been 4. Tiny. Yeah.
Sort of grew up with the franchise.
Yeah.
Number 1 was when I was 4. Number 2, I was 7, and now I'm 14 now.
14 now, and watching Paddington 3.
Damn.
So
You're a bit old for it, Lenny, to be honest, mate. It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah, grow up.
Next year we did a film podcast, mate. You don't want that.
Next thing you know, you'll be crying in the cinema at this animated bear.
Oh, but did you? Should we start with that? Did you guys tear up at the end?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Jacob also came and watched, and all 3 of us were sat there. I think I cried the most. Lenny cried the least, I think, to be honest.
I had a few tears, but I think a big thing that sort of didn't make me cry as much is the change of the mum, which...
Yeah, so like we said that, or Lenny said that because they changed the mum, potentially the final moments didn't have as much impact as it could have had if it was the original mum, which I do get, but personally for me it didn't really affect me. didn't affect me
She
too
was
much.
a great actor.
Yeah,
she did
was
really
great.
good.
Yeah,
Did you tear up, Adam? Did you cry at the ending?
I did. I really wasn't expecting it because, as you say, getting Emily Mortimer in instead was a kind of unfortunate scheduling issue, obviously. And I'm not familiar with Emily Mortimer at all, I don't think. But she steps in, and we were saying before even the first act is over, you kind of just are totally back into it. She's got the charisma with Hugh Bonneville, and I think it works very successfully at the end of it. And I actually wasn't sure, because we'll get into it more when we talk about the finer details of the plot, but I actually thought through the second act it was kind of having too much fun, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be swept up in the emotion of it at the end. So I kind of was like, how are they going to tie this up? But man, they did it. They did it really well. I think it's one of the better endings, actually.
Yeah, for sure. What has been your letterbox score for it, Adam? How did you rate this film in comparison to the others? Let's do a bit of a broad overarching thing, and then we can talk about details in a little bit.
Sure. So rather controversially, I actually think that the 2014 film might be my favourite. So that's definitely a 5-star. I think I need to rewatch Paddington 2. I've not seen it for a few years, and I've only seen it the once, but that's probably at a 4.5, if not like a 5 as well. But I gave Paddington in Peru a 4, but having seen it again today, I do think I'd probably up it to 4.5.
Nice, that's pretty good. What's your ranking, Lenny? What's your one out of them all?
My favourite one is, of course, number 2. Number 2 is the best one. It's got the best characters. I love Knuckles. He's not the Sonic the Hedgehog character, but
Brendan Gleeson in it. Yeah. My ranking's probably 2, 3, 1, which is interesting. Bearing in mind yours is with Paddington, the first one, as the top contender. But I think they're all so close. They're all minutely better or minutely different to each other that it's pretty much like splitting hairs, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think I like the first one just because it is I think the strongest part of the films are when he's a fish out of water, and this one, like, that's when he destroys the bathroom. And I think Hugh Bonneville's Mr. Brown being quite so uptight about everything. Like when they meet him in the train station, one of my favourite lines in the whole, like, in any of the films, is when he goes like, "Oh, there's a bear over there. Keep your heads down. Probably trying to sell something." I'm like, brilliant. So stupid. Love it.
And that's something that they definitely took in a different direction for this one, because even in the second one, he's still quite fairly uptight, isn't he? But for this one, he is. I guess that's his arc in the movie, isn't it? But by the end, he's loving life, and his insurance company thing is out the window.
You literally,
yeah.
Did you guys know Hayley Atwell was in this film? Because that was a total surprise.
Yeah, I was about to say that. She's in it for what, 30 seconds in total?
Yeah, and doing an American
weird.
accent as well.
Yeah, such a weird actress to cast in, like, a big actress in such a tiny role. Like,
yeah, wild. Very glad that she's in it.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to see more UK actors creep in. Like, I think Martin Freeman would fit in really well. Florence Pugh, get her in there.
Obviously.
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. So, as the one who has least favourable opinions of it, Adam, what is your reasonings? Is it something to do with the plot? Is it the characters? Why do you think it's slightly lacking in places?
I think I wasn't expecting it to be. I feel like it meandered a little bit in the middle portion, particularly when Paddington gets separated from the Browns, which I know happens in the second film, but I think it does it slightly better in that scenario. And I think in the middle section there are a few less jokes. It kind of slows down a bit. I think my biggest gripe with the film is maybe just Antonio Banderas. I think his character is fun, but I think they were trying a bit too hard to recapture Phoenix Buchanan's costumes from the second film by doing the ancestors in all the silly makeup and stuff. And I think 2 of them really worked. I think the obviously the main one, like the Spanish Armada kind of style one, I guess.
Yeah, like Conquistador or whatever, yeah.
That one worked well, and I love the vicar as well. Did you guys catch the line at the end where he's trying to work out if he should give the wristband back, and one of them goes like, "We could always get a new daughter." Like,
yeah,
that made me absolutely like belly laugh both times.
Yeah, I didn't really make that comparison, if I'm honest, but you're kind of spot on there. The comparison is very much trying to emulate, isn't it, what happened with Hugh Grant's character, sort of, the ancestors, whereas he's obviously got the costumes that he dresses up in. I didn't catch that. I do kind of agree with you. I think maybe it focused a little bit too much on Antonio Banderas. Yeah, for a film called Paddington, I feel like maybe at times it did sort of focus a little bit too much on him. But I do think he was fun. He had some good jokes. And I think the payoff was nice at the end. I do think it it went in the right direction with it.
Yeah, I'll give him that. I think the way that his character redeems himself at the end is actually really heartfelt, and that did really work for me.
Someone that I do want to mention is Olivia Colman, because I think this film was made because of Olivia Colman. I think she's excellent in this film.
Yes, I agree. Again, she's not quite Hugh Grant for me, but I mean, the song at the start was just it's so daft, it's so goofy, but it totally works in a film like this. And I think just having an actress like Olivia Colman, who is so intrinsic and sort of built into British culture, so built into TV screens and movie screens as well, particularly in the UK, for her to have that gravitas, and even just like a kind of side character role with the bait and switch at the end as well with the villain, it works very well.
Yeah, it's definitely really well placed. I think one of my biggest worries with it was that I think we both said that the novelty of Paddington is that he's a bear in London. He's like a guy lost in London kind of thing, or having adventures in London, and being in Peru means we won't have that. But I think Olivia Colman basically brought that Britishness to the adventure.
Yeah.
She was like so over the top, and I think everything she said was so funny. Constant belly laughs at her, which is excellent. The scene in the plane at the end,
yes,
where the landing gear won't work, like absolutely excellent, like so funny. Like she's just so over the top, and I just think you couldn't have cast a single person better in this. Like, yeah, not in my wildest dreams would I picked someone else. I think it's so spot on.
Yeah, absolutely. There's my favourite gag in the film from her is a really small moment, but it's when, like, right at the start of the film, they're discussing like where Aunt Lucy could have gone, and I think, is it when they confront her like, "Oh, why don't you send your nuns out?" And then she looks up and has like Vietnam flashbacks about the tree creatures, and then she goes, I mean, I'll try and recreate it. I mean, it doesn't really work for the podcast, but she goes like, and like darts her head back down. It's a really small moment, but I think she looks so incredibly insane. It's so on the money. It's really good.
The like you've already mentioned as well, the song was excellent. Like it's no like you said, Adam, it's no Rain on the Roof. It's not as good. But I think it's they're trying to recreate a bit of that magic from it, I think, and I think it worked. I think
that it is almost as good as Rain on the Roof. I think that she's almost as good as Hugh Grant. I think that she's one of the best characters, almost as good as Knuckles in my opinion. But
no, it is good. Where she throws the guitar in the air and it doesn't come down for about 30 seconds. It's like excellent.
What I did love about the song is when they go into a bit of they have the what's the name of those bands? Mariachi bands, is it?
Yeah.
Obviously, that's a running gag in the first two films, and they have that, but with a slight South American kind of fiesta twang to it, and I think that really works.
Because obviously in the first two, it's they're like a steel pan band, aren't they? Like sort of like Jamaican roots and that sort of that kind of music in London is obviously a big thing. So the band is like, black men playing steel pan drums and stuff like that. And then in this, it's obviously South American music, and it's a cool thing to do. It's a nice little sort of switch and bait, I guess.
Definitely. Back to what you were saying about taking him out of London. I think that's partly, it's not an issue per se, it's just a difference that I guess I'm less fond on. But the way they make him still not familiar with Peru, even though that's his quote-unquote home, I think that's actually a really nice emotional anchor for the film, is that, you know, I don't want to get too lofty about it, but but all three of these films are so good at showing the importance of immigration and, you know, cultural blends and stuff like that. And even when he's back in Peru, he's still unfamiliar. Like, he's out of touch with the environment. When he tries to climb the tree right at the start to get the orange, he just totally cocks it up. Like, he's not attuned to that habitat either. So he's kind of like out of place no matter where he is. But the only thing that makes him feel like he's at home is the Brown family, which is just a really nice sentiment. And it could be so soppy at the end, but it isn't. Like, it feels really formal and actually genuine.
Yeah, for sure. It's got depth to it, isn't it? I think, like, as much as it's a brown bear in a funny sort of world doing stupid things, there's clearly a hell of a lot of messages in these three movies about immigration and culture. And do you know what I mean? In times like this, sometimes I'm not particularly proud to be British, but in the beginning where he gets his passport and he's proud to be British, it's a bit like, oh yeah, cool, there are some cool things in this country, like, and I think Paddington sort of sums that up quite well, if I'm honest.
Yeah. And do you know, the thing is, I mean, it's hard not to compare it to Paddington 2, because that was such that film is like a cultural landmark. It's referenced in other films. It got 100% of Rotten Tomatoes. It only dropped down about 3 months ago.
It was the best film for a little bit of time.
Yeah, just it's wild, but so well deserved. So I mean, it's hard not to compare it to that. But I think, like, God, the fact that Paddington in Peru is even remotely close to that is such a great testament. But even if you remember when they did the sketch with the Queen as well, like, you've got Paddington 2, then one of the most viral things that I can remember in recent memory. Like, how on earth do you follow that up? You know, like, literally to play such a part in the Queen's Jubilee, and then her sadly passing away later that year, and then everyone just putting teddies of Paddington at like memorials and stuff. Crazy.
Yeah, it's become something more, hasn't it? It's become something more than just a good film kind of thing. It's become, like a sort of culture. I guess Paddington's always been a cultural thing in the UK, but I wouldn't say hugely. I'd say there are other bears like Winnie the Pooh, which has a bigger like impact, and more, maybe a bit more well known. Wallace and Gromit, those kind of things, I'd say they're a bit more sort of renowned almost. But potentially these films have now made Paddington and the whole charade around him and the whole thing with the Queen. Like, the Queen had her little picture in this, didn't she? Like, I don't know if you saw that, but there was a bit where you could see Paddington having tea with the Queen in like a photo frame on the wall or whatever. Like, they've proper gone for it, and it's become sort of something else now, hasn't it?
It's so wonderful, and if you lean into the whimsical, like, just fun of it, it is like a warm hug. It's such a like a cup of tea, you know, afternoon off vibe, and it's really lovely.
I'm looking forward to rewatching all three of them over Christmas, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know, I would put all three of them, even this one, because I feel like this does feel like maybe a bit of a summery film. But actually, like, all three of them are great Christmas films, aren't they? Like, so cozy.
Yeah, they've got that feel to them, haven't they? I guess similar to Wonka has it as well, right? Mm-hmm. Where I guess that's set a bit more Christmassy, but yeah, nice.
Yeah. What did you think of the CGI for Peru? Because that's something I kind of zeroed in on today. Is I think, obviously they sent out like a secondary film crew and got background shots and what have you for Peru. But they didn't fly the cast out. They all kind of did it within the M25, right? So I actually think for a film that is technically so green screened, I actually, not for a second, really, you know, doubted that they were in Peru. I totally bought it. I thought it looked absolutely brilliant.
The only bit where I think potentially it didn't feel like they were in Peru was when they were in the water after they jumped off the boat. I think you could clearly tell that was a soundstage, probably at Pinewood Studios, because the water was so stagnant. And they were clearly just in a swimming pool that had been dyed brown. But other than that, I think, yeah, overall the CGI was excellent. I think it is clear that you can tell they aren't in Peru. But you're right, if you lean into the whimsy of it, I think it's a bit of a non-issue, really. It's a film. It's not an action adventure romp. If Apocalypse Now was filmed in a sound studio, I might have a problem, but it's Paddington in Peru. I think I can give it a pass. We mentioned it briefly, didn't we? But I do want to bring up the mum again. Did you have any issue with them recasting her? I know we did already mention it, but I just wanted to make the point of that. I think it was almost not noticeable. I think she slotted in so well. I think genuinely you couldn't even really tell that it was a different woman. The only thing that was a bit odd to me was in the finale where they really emphasised the importance of that first time they met. The film footage, even though they didn't show her face, was obviously a different mum, which I guess it's just like you said, unfortunate scheduling issues. But yeah, overall, I think she just slotted in perfectly, and there's not a change there. I think it's sort of like a non-issue to be honest.
I think they do it in such a fun way as well, because they don't really hide it. As you say, the way they cut that first scene, you can't see Sally Hawkins at all. And I don't know if did they redo the voiceover? I'm not sure. The way that it particularly works quite well is the fact that the children, I actually thought they'd been recast. They look so different, but they are the same actors throughout all three films. But the fact that they've both grown up so much, it's almost like, well, I mean, if they've changed this much, then the mum's changed a bit, and you can kind of give it a pass. And then there's also a bit of subtle voiceover from Paddington writing his letter. Ben Whishaw, by the way, we didn't mention it, but he just kills it every time. He's every time so adorable.
It's so good that he isn't a character, he just is Paddington. It's almost like he isn't being acted, he's just a person, like a robot does it or something. You
don't even for a second consider, oh yeah, that bear's not talking. No, that totally is. He's alive and full of joy. But there's a line when he's writing his letter, I think, that says, "A few things have changed around the Brown household," and then it cuts. The first person you see is the new mum. You're like, "Oh yeah."
I was expecting a bit. A few things have changed around the Brown household. Mrs. Brown's had plastic surgery.
Dear Aunt Lucy, Mr. Brown had an affair, and now Mrs. Brown is someone else.
She's fully adopted the kids.
Dear Aunt Lucy, there was a scheduling issue, therefore my mum's changed.
Would have been kind of on the nose, but would have kind of admired it, actually.
Yeah. Mr. Brown said the risk factor was through the roof.
It's funny that you mentioned that the children, because you're right, they have grown up so much. Because obviously the daughter's, I guess, meant to be about 17, because she's looking at uni, so she's meant to be about 17, which means the son's meant to be 15, and he's got stubble coming on him. Bro's got stubble and a jawline. That guy, we looked it up, didn't we? And he's what was he, 22? Yeah. But he's meant to be 15. But I think it works. I could suspend disbelief for it, because he's still got the same aura as he did in the previous two films, and
he's a gamer.
Yeah.
Rock on.
No, you're right. I think that's a good point about the kids changing so the mum can change. I think that's quite well done.
It does make me worry, are we numbered? Because I know Paddington 4 has been, that's in the works, right?
Is it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh my, that was quick.
But then how many more of these are we going to get if the kids are growing up this fast? And it also, someone made the point online, if the children are growing up this fast, why isn't Paddington like a huge bear right now? But I mean, I don't want him to grow up. Do you know what I mean? Like, it'd be so weird if he was massive.
Dear Aunt Lucy, I'm visiting Mr. Brown in the home for retired people.
Dear Aunt Lucy, I can't even hold pens anymore. I'm so big. I'm so scared, Aunt Lucy.
What's the son's name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan's got to do community service for vandalising a train. Oh dear.
Judy's getting married in 2 months. She's having her third child soon.
Dear Aunt Lucy, I'm writing this from outside the care home. Goodbye, Mrs. Bird.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Dear Aunt Lucy, today is Mrs. Bird's funeral. Horrible. So horrible. I didn't realise Paddington 4 was going. I did not realise. I thought genuinely that was going to be it because I think it finished it off really well.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that they're doing a 4. Properly shocked.
Oh, it's...
How old will I be then?
It's a catch-22.
Yeah, so there's quite a big age, well, not age gap, but sorry, just like a time gap, isn't there, between them? So the first one's what, 2014?
Yeah. Paddington 2.
Second one is
2017.
Yeah, 2017.
Yeah, 17, and then that makes, what are we in now? 20. So the biggest gap is between this one and the previous one then, but wow. So the next one's probably going to be what? 2028.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah, you can't. I don't know where you take the characters at that point. I guess you'd have to have a time jump, right? Like you'd have to have a sizable one.
Yeah, I think so. And they would just keep Paddington young. But you're right. I don't know where they'll go with it because I guess there's a whole book series, so there's definitely places they can go. But I felt like this would have been a nice ending to it, and I would have been really happy with 3 really great films. So I do worry that the more installments, the more chances that they're gonna be a bit shit. But you can hold out hope.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a Paddington-style Sinister Six of all the villains from the past films.
No.
They all break out of prison, and they come and they fight Paddington, and they steal him from the Browns, and the Browns have to save Paddington or something like that.
No, why would that be actually great though?
Yeah.
You got Hugh Grant, Nicole Kidman, maybe Antonio Banderas goes bad again, Olivia Colman.
You can have a Despicable Me 4 style ending where it's all the villains singing a song together.
It is trendy. Kung Fu Panda 4 did the same as well. Just bring back all the old villains and have it be the greatest hits.
The rumour is that Avengers Doomsday is going to do the same as well.
Is it? Oh my goodness.
That's because Thanos has been cast. Josh Brolin's in it, so Thanos is in it.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. That's the rumour mill on that one. So maybe they're actually going to do it.
God, that's crazy. I remember what I was going to say earlier. Another thing that struck me the second time round is obviously there's a lot of references to other films in here. They have a lot of fun with that in the second film with like references to theatres. I mean, the post-credits, I'm sure we'll talk about that in a moment, but phenomenal. But in this film, I initially was like, okay, it's obviously like going for a bit of an Indiana Jones sort of Jungle Cruise, Jumanji almost kind of vibe, right? But actually, I realised, no, it isn't. It's going for a Tintin vibe. That is totally what they're going for.
So you sent me a clip of this film. I haven't seen Tintin. Is that what they're going for with this? From similar to that film?
I think so. It's a more family friendly, playful, kind of buccaneering story, I suppose. Where obviously you've got the boulder through the temple at the end, and that's obviously Indiana Jones, right? But actually, I think by having that a young, slightly inept but very well mannered central character going through these scenarios that are life or death, I'm like, that's Tintin right there. It really works. It's so smart. I think that actually does make the whole thing make a bit more sense. I think it kind of recontextualized my thoughts on the whole thing. Yeah, I'm a big fan of it.
Is that one to watch? Yeah, I haven't seen Tintin. maybe that's one to watch over Christmas, Lenny. I think that might be.
It'd be a good Christmas film. It's very again, another cozy film, I think, from what I remember. It might be Steven Spielberg.
It is Steven Spielberg, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, one of his weird films, I think, maybe.
I do think it was lovely that, what's his name? The stupid deaf guy, the director or the writer? Sorry,
I don't know.
Simon. Is it Simon Farnaby? Is that his name?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that he made a little cameo as the air stewardess or whatever. That was great. I'm nice to see him in it since he's in the obviously previous two.
Yeah, it had to be done. It's done incredibly well. Also, I'm looking at a headline here from The Guardian. Paddington in Peru records the biggest opening weekend in UK for British film since No Time to Die, which was 2020.
Bloody hell.
2022? 2020? No, 2021. That would have been
2021. Yeah, because we just started uni.
Wild. Well deserved. I guess let's wrap it up by talking about the post credits. Though obviously Phoenix Buchanan back, and the Bears coming to stay.
Me and Lenny called it, didn't we?
Mm.
We were stood at the train station, and Lenny literally went like, "Do you think there's going to be a post-credit scene with Hugh Grant?" And we went, "Yeah, there's got to be. There's got to be." And then it showed up. I was like, "Oh yeah, perfect."
Yeah, it really works. I love the gag about them all being called different train stations.
Train stations. Yeah, excellent.
And just the whole character of Phoenix Buchanan, where it's like, what do you think about theatre? And then you come forward. Who wants to be my mummy bear? Mummy bear. Yes. It's really.
It's a bit Richard E. Grant.
It is a bit. Yeah. You're right. Well, you see the thing is, no, that's Christopher Nolan. Hang on. Can you do a Hugh Grant? I feel like you can, Alf.
No, I don't think I do have a Hugh Grant impression.
Let's try it. Hang on.
He's a bit grumbly. He's a bit like. He's a bit Prince Charles, actually.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. Totally.
King Charles. Sorry.
King Charles III. How does Hugh Grant talk? He's like, I guess you've got to be a little bit mumbling, sort of. Yes.
Yeah.
Bit of
That's young Hugh Grant. You've got that there. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm too young and energetic to be old Hugh Grant.
Listen to
The
the
rain
rain
on
on
the
the roof. Go, pretty bad, pluck a flick.
Isn't it funny how much of a fucking grudge that man is, and yet did that role where he's wearing like a pink prison suit with flares on and singing for the life of it. Like, it's excellent. It's so good.
Yeah. It's one of his favourite roles, I think. So I mean, it's hard to tell what the real Hugh Grant is like, I think, but he's definitely up for a bit of a laugh, isn't he?
Up for a good time, yeah, absolutely. I think Adam's got a little bit of a game for us right now. Go on, what is it, Adam? Surprise us.
So it is called Unbelievable Quotes.
God, you put all your time into this rather than applying for jobs, don't you?
Yeah. Guilty. So this game involves you guys having to guess what fictional bear from the cultural zeitgeist said which quote. Okay, I've got 8 here, 8 in total. I know what you're thinking. You're impressed that I found 8 bears.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Some are quite obscure, but I think you should know all of them. I'll just say now, though, there is a red herring in here, so
of course.
Keep an ear out for that. Okay.
It wouldn't be an Adam game without a red herring, would it?
No, you're quite right. This is quote number 1. If you live to be 100, I hope I live to be 100 minus 1 day so that I never have to live a day without you.
Oh, that's cute.
Mm.
I'm going to guess Paddington off the bat.
I would have said Paddington.
That is Winnie the Pooh, I'm afraid.
That was the other one, because it's the only 2 bears I know.
Oh, you might struggle with this game, Alf. These are 8 different bears, so
bloody hell.
yeah. No repeats here.
Yogi Bear.
Yeah, Yogi Bear.
That
right.
weird poster.
Yeah, list your bears out now. Okay. Quote number 2. It's because I'm smarter than the average bear.
That's Yogi Bear.
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
okay.
You're right. Yeah, there we go.
Classic
That was
Yogi
my
Bear.
time to shine.
Okay, this third one you guys should get. Okay. I went to this bad seafood place the other day. Yeah, it was so bad the catch of the day was salmon Ella.
Fozzie. That's Fozzie Bear.
Is it? Yeah, is it Fuzzy
Yeah.
Bear? Yeah.
Correct.
Well done, mate.
Yay.
Well done.
I thought that was a difficult one because
Waka waka.
Pac-Man?
oh dear, what a king. Quote number 4. This one, good luck. Wizardy whiz.
What?
I'm sorry.
Would you like me to repeat the quote?
Yeah, can we have question 4 again, please?
Wizardy whiz.
Sorry, one more time.
Yeah, one more time, Adam, just for the people in the back.
Question 4 is Wizardy whiz.
I have no fucking clue.
If I told you he wore a red jumper and a yellow checkered scarf, would that help?
Nope.
Oh yeah, Rupert
Yes.
the bear.
Yeah.
Rupert the bear.
Apparently that's his well-known catchphrase. I've never heard that in my life.
Ah yes.
Just like Paddington's "It's Marmon time"
Yeah.
or whatever.
It's a toss-up between the two for what I get on my gravestone, to be honest.
Wizardy whiz for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Quote number 5. This is the law of the jungle, as old and as true as the sky.
I know that one.
Come on.
That's is it Baloo the bear?
Yes, well done.
Oh, well done,
Yay.
mate.
Baloo from the Jungle Book. Okay, quote number 6. Things are always happening to me. I'm that sort of bear.
That's Paddington,
Yes,
right?
yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's a
I
Paddington.
went for an understated.
That sounds like something went wrong, yeah, and he's gone, oh, things are always happening to me.
I'm just that sort of bear, Mr. Brown. The annoying thing is, I've got a work shift tomorrow, and there's a part of me that does just want to rock up and do that voice for the whole time, and see if customers get annoyed. Oh, you want to know where the horseradish sauce is? I'll take you right there. Just the most passive-aggressive attitude. Quote number 7. This is what happens when you dummies try to think. We're all just trash waiting to be thrown away.
Oh my god,
I
Go
know.
on.
Is it Lotso Bear
Yes.
from Toy Story?
Lotso hugging
Yeah.
bear.
There we
yeah,
go.
you're right.
Well done. And then last one. Strap yourselves in. I don't need to provide amusement or enjoyment. I don't need to receive any amusement or enjoyment. I'm completely fine with that because no amount of good is worth how terrible this feels.
Jesus.
Did you read the right
Christ.
thing?
Would you like me to repeat that one?
Yeah, go for it. Go on.
Wizardy Whiz.
Wizardy
Whiz.
Quite number 8 is, I don't need to provide amusement or enjoyment. I don't need to receive any amusement or enjoyment. I'm completely fine with that because no amount of good is worth how terrible this feels.
God.
What bear is
Yeah,
that?
what bear is that?
Is it when-
I'm gonna go Bear Grylls.
Oh no! Oh, I totally should have done that. It's not, but close, very close. That is Kami Bizzato from The Bear.
From the bear, yeah, very good.
Get Bear Grylls in there.
Very good, very good.
I've just distilled my own wee.
I love that quote. The Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh my god, Freddy Fazbear.
Ready for Adam, the Wi-Fi cut out and you were like halfway through your quote
Yeah.
and it just sort of went,
Freddy Fazbear.
Yes.
that was terrible.
Quote number 9 is Freddy Fazbear.
Why is it so shit now? Jesus.
Oh, you're Christmas anything with
Oh.
me. Oh, that's so unfair. Am I still nightmare fuel?
No, partially.
A little bit.
What's changed?
That's so Alan Partridge. What's changed?
Wizardy whiz.
Wizardy whiz.
Wizardy whiz.
Wizardy whiz.
Monkey tennis.
Oh, right. Let's do an email.
Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot. We've got emails. Do you want to do, Lenny? Do you want to add someone to the A-list star?
Yeah,
Oh
do you
my
wanna add
God.
a person to the
Okay.
A-list star?
Oh, let me think.
Let me pull up the document.
As we have a special guest today, we are going to return to everyone's favourite segment, A-list star in our impressions repertoire. And keeping up with the fact that we're meant to be able to do an impression to put them on the list, Adam, I believe, can do an impression of the person we're going to pop on the list.
Yeah.
Who have you chosen to pop on there, Lenny?
Paddington Bear
Paddington
himself.
Bear himself. Mr. Marmalade. Go on, do an impression, Adam. Go on.
I always keep a marmalade sandwich in my hat in case of emergencies. It's just a British bloke, isn't it? Like,
It's just Ben Whishaw. Yeah, like it's just Q from Skyfall.
let's
like.
add Q from Skyfall to the A-list star.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, there we go. Paddington and Q from Skyfall.
Not from the other films he's in, just Skyfall.
Just Skyfall.
When he's sat in the art gallery.
The other... Melancholy, isn't it?
Is that Paddington?
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Look at this, Daniel Craig. It's a pen. Right, where are we putting Paddington? Please don't make me run through the list.
Where do you reckon up on the list should go? Adam, you've kind of met Paddington via a statue in London, so...
I was like, where are you going with this? Yeah, I guess. I've been to Paddington Station, and that's basically the same thing.
What's it like there?
Do you know? Train station reviews.
Rate it out of all the other London stations.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Welcome to train station on up.
I will say this for Paddington Station: it's less dystopian than the other ones.
That's kind of quaint, I guess. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cute. Like they make the joke in the film, he could have been called Cutty Sark for Maritime Greenwich or whatever. Like.
He could have been Ketchup as well. I think they say that.
Did they?
Yeah, they could have called him Ketchup.
What's the worst underground name to be called?
Ooh.
I don't know them all.
Yeah, there must be some
There's got to be some shockers, surely.
like Titwibble for Doncaster or something. Like.
Do you know what? That's our homework for next week. That's our card open for next week. That's
Cockfosters.
yeah. That's a good one. Yeah.
Mud shoot. Cockfosters for sure.
Give us one more.
there we
Give us
go.
one more.
Go on, there's got to be another good one, isn't there? There's a Reddit, right? there's a Reddit post that I'm reading, and it's giving all the funny ones. And then someone's just said, Battersea Power Station.
Yep. Station's my middle name. Right. Yeah, Paddington. It's got to be at the top half of the list for sure. That's a non-negotiable.
I've just found a thing that says that Paddington is the most dangerous station
Wow.
with a total of 232 incidents. Most of them are violent and sexual offences.
Goodness.
What?
Poor Paddington. Good job he got picked up by the Browns before he got shanked.
Yeah.
Sleeping in that
Goodness.
bin.
I think he's got to be above Lego Pharrell Williams.
Absolutely.
So that already puts him in the same category as Michael Caine and Richard E. Grant. And actually, that's two other British icons. So I think we've got this right so far. Oh, dare I say, do we put him at the top? Richard E. Grant hasn't got a trilogy that's as good. Neither has Michael Caine.
No, but that podcast he was on's quite good. That Waitrose one.
What, Paddington?
No, Richard E. Grant. Go on, chuck him at the top, Adam.
Right
I think
at the
he
top.
belongs there.
Richard E. Grant knocked off his
Yeah.
perch.
Pedestal. He wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I think he would vouch for this. And what's our reasoning? Let's say highest grossing actor of all time.
Well, yeah, he's the highest grossing bear actor of all time, isn't he? So,
Well, it's probably Pooh Bear, but actually no. Let's just spread misinformation. Highest grossing bear of all time.
Waka waka.
No one could argue with that.
I always feel like A-list star should end with some like game show music, but we don't have any. But imagine inserting a clip here.
Well, hey, maybe if I'm editing it this week, if you listen back, maybe I will.
Thank you for listening to A-list star and our impressions repertoire.
A-list star. A-list star in our impressions repertoire. Hello, it's Adam here. I'm editing the episode and I couldn't find any royalty-free music that I could use without having to pay a subscription, which I didn't want to do. So there I am, shaking a 200-gram tub of Twiglets. Anyway, on with the episode. To wrap up episode 41, we've got some correspondence. Yeah, baby, love a bit of correspondence. Give me more.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Correspondence is shagadelic, baby. Speaking of shagadelic, friend of the show, Joshua Brooker. he says, "Greetings, Mr. Movie and Mr. On Up." Who's who?
Very good.
Who's who, do you reckon?
I'm on up for sure. You're Mr. Movie.
Gonna change my Facebook name now. I'm back once again to provide non-seasonal cheer, too early for festive cheer, through the fine art of film review by providing more than a few words on Heretic, which I had the pleasure of seeing on Monday as part of a packed triple bill alongside Conclave, one of the best films of the year in my humble opinion, and Red One. Let me put it like this. I would rather get kicked in the head by a horse than see it again. It's slightly better than Borderlands, but that's not saying a lot, is it?
Heretic is the latest film from writing-directing team Scott Beck and Brian Woods, the team behind the last year's prehistoric set Adam Driver, not Barlow flick, 65, and all the very good, and also the co-writers of the first Quiet Place film. The film focuses on the sisters Barnes and Paxton, played by Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East, respectively, a pair of Mormon missionaries who are trying to recruit a new member to Church of Latter-day Saints. As a rainstorm sets in, the pair stumble upon the home of Mr. Reed, Hugh Grant, who expresses interest in their religion and invites the pair into his home on the promise of blueberry pie and assuring them of the presence of his wife. While the rain transforms into more of a snowstorm outside, the two girls find their host to be not all he seems, initially questioning aspects of their faith, but as the night wears on, he seems more interested in studying the girls as they attempt to use aspects of their faith to escape the labyrinth that is his home. The less that is explained directly of the plot or events of the film, the better.
In terms of what the film has going for it, Hugh Grant's against-type performance as Mr. Reed is superb. The director uses his natural charm and presence to lull the audience so firmly into a false sense of security, which helps a lot of the tension and scares later on to land more effectively. He also manages to bring a bit of humour into the role. There's several scenes where he sings Creep by Radiohead. Whether that's an intentional choice or not by the filmmakers is unclear though. The way the film uses debates around religion and theology are absolutely fascinating and interesting, and intelligently discussed and expressed. Something that is further helped with the characterisation of the two missionaries, one of whom having grown up in the church and the other having been a convert as a child, with the conflict between their differing views and perspectives on their faith offering a lot of the key dramatic tension to the film.
But here's the thing. The ending simply does not work. Without spoiling what actually transpires, it does not fully come together, with a lot of decisions having no logical basis in the plot and feeling like convenient choices to quickly wrap up the story, instead of trying to offer a satisfying conclusion. It also isn't particularly scary. Other than a few brief glimpses of gore, it does effectively build tension, but it doesn't build its sense of uneasiness or dread effectively enough to carry the film to its end on those feelings alone. Using another psychological horror from this year as an example, with Speak No Evil, which I believe Adam did see, while the first half of the film was slightly unnerving and then rocketed in terms of atmospheric tension in the latter half, Heretic has an incredibly interesting first half and a strongly building sense of unease and tension, but fitters it away at the precise point the film needs to deliver on what it's trying to say. Part of the blame for it has to lay firmly at the feet of the film's writing. You almost get to the sense that they didn't know how to conclude the film, so threw some ideas together and said, yeah, that will do.
Overall, I would argue that the film is incredibly uneven. For its strengths, it is worth checking out and seeing, if only for the scene where Hugh Grant uses not only music plagiarism involving the Hollies, Lana Del Rey and Radiohead as an analogy for the similarities between religions, but also various forms of monopoly too. Mr. Reed ties those ideas together as forms of iterations to corrupt that idea in this iteration of Hugh Grant. Sorry, I've really read that weirdly. Sorry, Josh. Fresh off playing the Oscar-deserving role of Lofty, the Oompa Loompa in Wonka. I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, literally.
Hugh Grant is successfully broadening his resume into new directions, and if this is the start of him taking up various interesting roles, then I, for one, can't wait to see what he does next. Paddington 4, I believe that's confirmed. A film on the cusp between 2.5 and 3 out of 5 for me, but I lean more towards a 3. It's good, but could be better. Hope the Paddington discussions go well. Regards, me, Josh. No
regards.
No seasonal. No regards of the season.
No,
this time.
Yeah, regards of the season. Bring that back, Josh. We like that.
Yeah,
one.
next time you write in, mate, don't waste our time. Give us some regards of the season.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
reply to that email again, Adam. Yeah. Good points.
All good points. Regards of the season in full caps. So from what I take from that, Josh, is it sounds like the filmmakers wanted to host a lecture at a local uni but wouldn't get let in, so they decided, right, let's debate religion in a film. Oh wait, that costs money, let's do it in the cheapest genre possible, let's do horror, let's get a fun actor to carry it, Hugh Grant, there we go, bish bash bosh, heretic.
Yeah, literally. We need a really funny, witty actor who has taken some really left field choices recently. Yeah. Did you watch Paddington 2? I did. Hugh Grant's the one. Like,
yeah.
It is interesting that Josh says, though, the fact that he's kind of doing some weirder things. Like, he's been known as, like, I know he's not Mr. Darcy, but he's like a Mr. Darcy type, isn't he? And Love Actually and, yeah, Bridget Jones' Diary, like, sort of rom-com. Yeah, rom-coms, right? That's what he was known for. And out of nowhere, he has become an Oompa Loompa. He has become Phoenix Buchanan, yeah. And then now he's like an actual murderer, like Jigsaw John Kramer, like, yeah.
Tony the Tiger as well, in some show.
I'm sorry?
He played Tony the Tiger from the Frosties box.
Did he?
Yeah, I think that might have been
new to me, that one.
I think that was this year. I could be wrong. And Dungeons and Dragons as well. That's the other thing he did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Daniel Craig's wife in Glass Onion.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I hope he's in the note.
That's another one of his weird choices.
He's got to be in the third one, surely. They can't just.
He'll be in it for a big role, I think, in that third one. I think they'll bring him back for a big role. I'd like him to be in Paddington 4. I would like that.
Yeah. It's risky, but they should give it a go. I think we've reached the end of episode 41. It's been a good one. Been very fun. Love talking about Paddington. And Lenny, pleasure to have you on the show.
Pleasure being here. Thank you for letting me on, guys.
No worries. We enjoyed hearing your thoughts. And I'm sure Lenny will be back in the future.
Yay.
Like the ghost of Christmas future. From that Muppet film. What one is that? Know Me Better Man. Is that Ghost of Future? No, that's Present, isn't it? Yeah.
It's the one that just doesn't talk. It's in the black.
Yeah, the Grim Reaper, yeah.
I like the idea of getting the Grim Reaper on the podcast, and he can't talk. He's just there, like, occasionally heavily breathing, like
points.
Yeah.
He does that ET thing again.
The whiz thing.
Whiz and Whacker. What was it? Yeah. What was
Whiz
Rupert the Bear's?
Wizardy Whiz.
Wizardy Whiz.
That should be your sign-off now.
Yeah, that is the
Wizardy Whiz.
Wizardy Whiz, regards to the season. See you through the window.
Daddy's supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Oh dear. You can get in contact with the show if you really want to. You can do so by going to our social media accounts. We're most active on Instagram and TikTok. Both of the handles are at Movie On Up.
And if you want to email in, like Josh Brooker did, we'd really love some more people to email in. It is literally Lenny and Josh that do it. So it'd be lovely to hear. We know we have some listeners. We've got like, I think 8 per episode on Apple Podcasts and like 15 on Spotify. So we've generally got listeners, guys. So if you're one of them, please email in hello@movieonup.com.
Yeah. Even if it's hate mail.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll embrace it. Any mail. All publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, so true. So true.
What are we reviewing next week, Adam? Is it Gladiator time?
Yes, it is. It's Gladiator 2 next week.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Very exciting.
I'm excited. Paul Mescal said you should watch it on a Friday night at 7:30 after having food out and beers. So I think I'd like to do that.
Damn. I can... I mean, I'm booked in for the Thursday night. Do you think he'd allow it?
You could have a beer. You go to the Spoons before going to see it on a Thursday.
Yeah, I'll have either a chicken burger or pizza, I think. Yeah. I hope I'm entertained. Are you not entertained? Do you remember that line?
Are you not
Do you remember that line? I hope we're entertained, Alfie.
Do you remember that line? That funny
Do you
line?
remember that?
Yeah, that line. Put that on a t-shirt.
They should put that in this film as well. Put it in all the films. We've gone delirious, so let's wrap it up. Next week you can find out if we're entertained by Gladiator 2 or not. And once again, Lenny, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Lovely. Well, like as always, seasonal greetings, and if I don't see you through the window...
We'll see you through the...
Nah, wrong one again.
Wizardy whiz!
Perfect. Good work, guys.
Yay!